Hello and welcome any and all Libras. We are going to get into a collective reading for Libra here, and this is for any sign and replacement of Libra, so feel free to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Double check your chart, your birth chart, if you would like. I do offer private readings for anyone who will be watching this on YouTube later. That will probably be in the description. And for anyone watching this on Twitch, you know where to find it, because there is a fancy, silly command, and even when I am offline, you can put this command into the chat, and it's just exclamation point readings, and it pops up a little link right there. And that is another Libra upstairs, who, we today are gonna roll with the chaos, so anything you hear in the background is just my roommates. A lot of the time I like to just let things happen as they happen. It feels more human, and I know we all kind of enjoy that when it comes to some random person on a screen speaking to us about our life. And B, let's have fun. I don't want this to be insanely serious, because I know how some readings can just be like all this super serious talk about life purpose and how we should live it and what we're doing and how we should go about it. And sometimes it's best to not give a fuck about any of it and to just let it flow. Let it go. Let it flow. Alrighty. Give me a moment while I decide what tarot decks we are going to be using. We're going to use two. We're going to use a main one and then one to clarify. So give me one moment here. Okay, so the first tarot deck that we are starting out with is the Crow Tarot, and on my website I have a list of all the different kinds of tarot decks that I use, that I have. There may be one that I just don't have on there, because it's very explicit, and it's kind of a deck that was gifted to me almost as like a novelty deck, so it's not really for Twitch. I can't put it on there. It's very explicit. So, okay, first of all, this tarot deck, Tarot of the Abyss, is a very, very heavy and deep deck. And, I feel like this deck is very for Libras, so if anyone is curious about a tarot deck that will fit them, if you are very much vibing with Libra energy, you don't even have to be a Libra sun sign. Tarot of the Abyss, very, very helpful tarot deck to learn from. It is very helpful when it comes to, there are two different kinds of Three of Swords cards. Three of Swords, there's usually only one card. They have two different cards, and it shows the kind of double meaning it can have in each card, and I love that, because it really shows you when you know like which part of the Three of Swords they're trying to like express, because the Three of Swords can be a very complicated and complex card, along with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords kind of has double meanings sometimes, so very, very interesting. I love it a lot. And now we can get into a reading here for Libras. Let's get a clear and honest message for Libra for their highest good. What do they need to know and need to hear for their highest good? So, Libra, we're going to get into a modified past, present, future spread. It is going to add up to a total of 12 cards, but it's basically pulling 3 cards from this deck. And each of those 3 cards are going to get 3 cards to clarify. So it basically is 3 and then 6, 9, 12 for all the clarification. 9 cards come out in all of the clarification cards, but it's kind of like a modified past, present, future spread if you are familiar with those. So Libra, 8 of Pentacles coming out right off the bat. The Star and the Hierophant. We got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Ma'am, sir. They gay. Lady, gentleman. They gay. Whatever you are, so choose to be. We're gonna go completely off the rail of love. Let's just, yeah, it's called the Lovers. Bullshit. Anyway, your choices. How have you been making choices lately? And how have they been truly aligned to you? And maybe recognizing that the choices you've made haven't been bad. Like, maybe you're actually experiencing how to trust yourself for once. You've put in a lot of work and a lot of effort to not want to, like, give up on yourself this fucking early. Like, Libra, you ain't no spring chicken, let's say that. You've been around the block, you've experienced a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. I don't even need to. I feel it in these cards in the sense of I don't even need to say it. I'm just feeling it, and we're gonna move on because A, you didn't deserve that. B, it's the bullshit's in the past. Anyway, we have 8 of Pentacles. The Star and the Hierophant in this deck is called the Wise One, which is very, very cute. I find that very, very cute. Ooh, right off the bat, this is all about healing. The choices you've made in your life and how you've chosen to heal through this time of strife. Like, there's an essence of wanting to have more. In what you know is, I want more because I deserve more. I need more because I deserve more. And I think that's the biggest thing that's changing right now, is a big change in how you make your choices and how you choose yourself at the end of the day. And it's not in a way of like, fuck everyone, I'm gonna choose myself. Like, no, you ain't doing that. You are providing such an open-hearted energy towards yourself, and it's almost like you don't even see the work that you've put in your own healing process. You don't even know. you know how hard you've worked physically. Like, when it comes to physical labor, like, you know the physical labor you've put in. I don't even need to... We're past that. We ain't even on that page. Or in that chapter, I guess is what I was trying to say. You... No, she's playing a game and she's very timid. She's also a Libra, the one that screamed. I think she's playing Red Dead, or she's playing Far Cry. I think she's playing Far Cry because she got bored of Red Dead, because she hit a point in Red Dead where... Anyway, not the point. What's fucking hilarious to me is what I was about to say is that... Fuck. What I was about to say is, like, it almost scares you and overwhelms you to think about how much healing you've done. And, like, I was thinking of, like, oh my god, this must be so terrifying. And literally, like, right as I hear the word terrifying in my head, I hear her scream. Bianca, if you're ever watching this on YouTube later at some point, I love you. You're amazing. Keep being you, because we love you. With all your screams. You don't even realize the healing you've been doing, and it's been terrifying. Well, everyone has a birth chart, so you may have Libra energy in your chart. I know I do somewhere. I have a little bit of, like, almost all of the zodiac signs in my birth chart. I mean, I know most people do, but it's, like, a big variety in my chart. I know, like, to explain it, you're a Cancer, that's a sun sign. That's essentially what I'm, like, following the order of, is I'm, like, reading for Libra sun sign, but it's, like, the collective of all of the Libras. So really anything anyone could be going through, it could resonate for them, but it helps in the sense of, let's say, people have a sun sign, a moon sign, Mercury, Venus, and they just go through the rest of the planets. There's another one called your rising, which is, like, the sign that was essentially, like, on deck, like the next one after the sign that you were born, or something like that. I don't fucking know. Either way, I'm a Leo rising and a Gemini moon. So someone could have a Gemini, or not a Gemini moon, a Libra moon watching this. And to put any clarification, if anyone is familiar with their chart, if you do have a Libra moon, this reading, I want you to focus more on, just as an example, like, if you have a Libra moon, I want you to focus more on your inner state of being, not your emotions entirely, like your mental state, how you are, like, in your heart and what you desire in life, your emotions in general, and your health, like physical, like inner, like just health kind of a thing. Emotional health, mental health. The moon is a lot about, like, the inner parts of our soul and the inner parts of us and how we work and function inside our brains and inside of our hearts and stuff. So, like, that's also kind of just an example. I know some people on YouTube who are familiar with this are, like, been around the block. Some people on Twitch aren't really familiar with a lot of tarot things, which is okay. I don't mind explaining it. And if you, I'm pretty sure there's, like, if you look up free astrology birth chart, there's, like, plenty of websites that can provide it. There's more trustworthy websites than others, but you can at least get a general synopsis of like, oh, my moon sign is this, and my Mercury is this, and da 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 da. Like, it could just be fun to know. You don't have to get too deep into it. And I think that's the big thing of like, weirdly enough, I feel like Libras are saying that to themselves and have been saying that to themselves about their own feelings of like, you know what, we don't need to get that deep into it. We're just going to make choices for us and we're going to move on with the day. And what's insane is even doing that is healing in itself. Isn't it? Like, hold on. Okay. Because truly think about how healing that is. When you are sitting here putting in the work, you've been around the block, created things, have like a lot to show for your effort and the work that you put in. Like, you have things to show for it. It ain't just like, just not like word of mouth, but it's not something you just like poofed into thin air. Like, some people who don't know you may see it as that, but like then they see like the actual tangible things that you have of like, hey, I did this shit kind of a thing. And it doesn't matter how long ago you did it. You fucking did that. You put in the fucking work and effort to doing it, and be proud of yourself and understand that choosing yourself and just saying, you know what, we're just gonna move on, because it's not suppressing your feelings. I feel like part of you needs to understand to not fully like suppress your feelings. It's like, hey, you know what? Those old ways of thinking are not going to serve me here in what I truly desire for myself, because what you desire for yourself makes you feel healed. And there's nothing wrong with having to, you know, push back the, oh, you know, for someone who, an easy example, like the easiest example I can give to you is like someone wanting to go to the gym and work on their body. Oh, I don't want to get up and do this or make a routine, or I can't do it because blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden you just wake up one day and you're like, I'm just gonna fucking go. Who cares anymore? Like, who cares if I feel like shit? I'm pretty sure if I go at this time, there's probably not many people there. And like, that's why people go at like to the 24/7 gyms at like 3-5 in the morning. They don't want to fucking see anyone. And they're probably tired too. Everyone's tired. Life sucks. Who cares? Let's just fucking go. And just like, it in a sense of treating that thing that you're going to do as, I'm gonna go do this for myself so I can release some like tension in whatever life is throwing at you right now. Because it feels like everything's coming in from left, right, middle, center, upside down, inside out. You don't even know how you're just like 4-dimension tesseract things are just going wild, it feels like, all around you. And then it's just this, you know what, don't give a fuck right now, because I'm just gonna do this for myself, and this is what makes me feel good, because I did this. I'm gonna appreciate this thing I did and get me my cup of coffee, that favorite ass coffee or whatever drink you like, whatever snack you like. I'm gonna get myself that shit and I'm gonna enjoy it, because you know what, life is too short. Life is too short. Life sucks, alright? And I'm gonna fucking enjoy it if it fucking sucks. That's the energy I'm feeling. And oh boy, hey, hey Libra, hey, you got some healing to like just kind of take note on. You got a little pop quiz on your enlightenment here. Enlightenment? Yeah. You have been going through enlightenment. You know that, right? You didn't? Well, that's okay. I feel like you're this person right here. You're just like, alright, I'm here, fuck it. You have other people that are like, I'm ready to learn and I know this thing of enlightenment, and you're like, well, I don't have anywhere else better to be, so shit, this fire is warm, and this man's got some snacks, and he's telling some cool stories, and shit, what he's saying is kind of making some sense. And you know what? Maybe I'm actually learning a little bit. The campfire can symbolize a lot of... Fire in general symbolizes, like, purification. And... Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Sorry if that was a little too loud. I'm probably gonna mute that really quick. The fire can symbolize a lot of purifying sense of healing. When we heal things, we have to purge something. Like, something has to go in order for something to come in, or at least to make room for what we want to bring into our lives. And that comes with a lot of, like, similar stories of people who have a lot of narcissistic, manipulative tactics and stuff. Like, people realize, oh, I gotta cut that energy out in order to bring in that good shit in, kind of a thing. Like, you're not going to keep getting... It's almost like thinking of it in a way of, the good stuff doesn't have room to come in if you don't let that go. And it doesn't have to be physical things, people, environments. It could literally be, like, a way of being. Like, a certain way that you have lived your life and the lifestyle that you've created up into this point. And it's not like it's a bad thing, but maybe you're growing out of your shell in a way. And Judd, you're welcome to take credit for that, but I just appreciate anyone that stops into my streams, and I hope that whoever feels like that this is resonating for, I just hope y'all are enjoying the reading. Whether it's resonating or not, I hope you're enjoying it. It's my water. Oh, really? I am a Taurus. Bandita? Bandita? Am I saying that right? I never want to mess up people's names. I kind of like it. I like your name. Also, any background noise is just my roommates. This reading is all about motherfucking healing. And I ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. I must have missed that, Judd. I'm sorry. I feel like I remember you saying that, but I forgot about that. I got my first hula hoop, by the way. I got my first hoop, and I think it's a little too big for me, but it's okay. I heard that it's better to start larger and then go smaller. I'm also 5'3", so that doesn't help. Anyway, I'm going to focus back on the reading, so excuse me if I don't interact too much with chat, but I do see everything in chat. I started with silk fans. I have a lot of background with dancing, just to clarify. I've been, like, freestyling since I could fucking walk. Eight of Pentacles. I'm sorry. We are in the beginning of the clarification. And this is a major energy card in the tarot deck. Like, this is like, anytime this card comes out, it's like, boom, you gotta listen to it. At least in my opinion. Apparently we're not holding back. At least the tarot deck is not holding back. Which none of them do. But they all express themselves in different ways, which is very, very funny. The last card of all of the major arcana in the tarot deck, the first card in the major arcana in the tarot deck. The major arcana is a section of, like, it's like a suit almost. There's major arcana, there's minor arcana. Major arcana is like the big hooplas of the card of the tarot deck. Oh my god. So, the major arcana is very important in the tarot deck, and everyone likes to talk about the Fool. Oh yeah, I'm such a fool, yada yada yada. Yeah, shut up. Anyway, the Fool represents humans and just us as just a human being, and the first steps that we take in almost any human experience we kind of have. The major arcana sets out a story of the Fool going through different human experiences of all of these different things collectively leading to enlightenment of a new chapter. Enlightenment of a new chapter kind of means this, oh hey, there's more out there to life. Yeah, we've experienced all these ups and downs, but there's a lot more out there. And I want to get the third card out here because Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. All I'm gonna say is I have a lot of energy in me right now, and there is some spirit, I can't figure out who at the moment, that is very happy that I'm reading cards right now. Not exactly. I mean, if you want to do this, $10 in bits, that could work. I don't know how much $10 in bits is, but this would have to be for Monday. I would have to save that free. I would have to save that for like a different stream, just to clarify. Oh, Libra, I love you. I love you guys. I love you, Libras. You beautiful, beautiful creatures. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay. No more cards. I don't know what you mean by that, Judd. It's not a very decent bargain. Last card for the Eight of Pentacles here. Funny, funny, funny. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You got tired of the bullshit because you said, nah, I ain't doing that. I want stability in my life. I want more fucking stability in my life, I feel like is how it's coming out and being expressed. Someone just feels very, like, passionate and aggressive of, like, you know what, not only I want stability in my life, but I need it. And anything that ain't gonna fit that mold, gotta go. It's gotta go. And it's almost, I feel like, there's two ways I can say this, because I feel like some of you, when it comes to the people who didn't realize that they were kind of healing themselves while they were healing themselves, me laughing at something doesn't mean I do stuff for free. I don't do the services. Like, this is me doing stuff for free. So if you want a reading, you can listen to this. There's two energies of people genuinely understanding I gotta clear some shit out in my heart and my soul, and in a sense of spring cleaning your mind and your heart, because you understand that things just aren't gonna last. Like, if you keep, I want to say, and not like, it's like anytime you weren't choosing yourself, it hurt a little bit. Like, it hurt you, or just hurt a part of you of like, you know what, damn, I should have probably done that thing. I would have had more fun, or I would have not felt this shitty feeling about this, or I maybe would have had a little more, like, sleep, or relaxed a little bit more, like, whatever it may be. And I think that it's this whole, like, realization that's being had here. The star card's like, it's almost like a metaphor. I just, in my silly little head, I saw, because the image on this card is very, very cute. And I was kind of just seeing that image, and it's almost like someone like, oh, come on, just wishing on a star, and almost feeling like you're, like, stupid for screaming up at some random star that you know can't fucking hear you. And then you scream up at it, and then it flickers, like, very, like, obviously, not just, like, some little trick of the light or something in your eye, like, very brightly, like flickers, and you're like, oh, shit. Feel like there's a sign of like, oh shit, no, there's things out there, or even people out there, energies out there that are supporting you and wanting you to really be strong for yourself in this time. And I feel like there are people around you that really want you to be strong for yourself in this time, and that kind of shows a lot in the Lovers card, because this Lovers card shows trees instead of people, and I like that because it shows how deeply rooted love can be, and not only like girlfriend boyfriend relationships like that, like it could be friendships, family that we choose as family. Oh yes, there is a cat. Just to clarify, if you do send $10 in bits, I can do free, like, 1-card readings. That's the only way I'm doing free card readings. I don't do it in bits because for some reason this whole setup would not function with bits, and it just couldn't get it to work, so I just left it as the donation thing. And there's a lot of different ways I could offer tarot readings, and I just kind of wanted it to not be too much and be kind of simple and kind of sweet in a sense of like, hey, you could like give you could give readings to other people. Holy shit. I hoped I said or clarified that I have to do it Monday. We have to do it Monday. I said that the first time I said it. And if you want, my VODs upload, like, automatically. So, if you want a refund, I can give you a refund. But I told you. So, if you're gonna say you didn't know, then that's just a lie. Or you just weren't paying attention. Hello. Nah. Actually, ooh. Let's do a good shuffle on this. I want like a little... Do a little that. A little this. I stream whenever I want to stream. I have a very complicated life, and I recently quit my job, so I'm like working in a very complicated schedule, so I just kind of do it whenever I can. I know what days I do stream. I stream anytime after noon Central Time, because usually it's around like 2 p.m. at the earliest is when I'll probably start on Monday. Let me see one thing really quickly. Okay. First of all, thank you. I worked at a hospital as a materials management person. I only quit because the person that was someone I looked up to was actively picking favorites and actually hated me the whole time, even though I looked up to them the whole time. And then they were trying to get me fired, so that was fun. And I was like, not dealing with that. I'm gonna just use the money I have saved up for a second to stream, see what I can come up with. So, listen, it may just seem like $20 to some people, but it helps. I appreciate it. So thank you. Okay, how about this? Anytime you come back, you get a free reading indefinitely. You indefinitely can get a free 6-card reading. Only you, because you gifted it. You have my word. But to clarify what I did at the hospital, if like all the little like products that a hospital uses, like from like IV tubing to a toothbrush for a patient, I would supply for the stock room. Like, we would just check the rooms. They had bins for everything. We would see what bins were empty and needed to be filled, and then we would go fill them. And it was actually a really fulfilling job, and I didn't mind it. It was very interesting working in a hospital. There's a lot of very, very cool stories, and I mean, it's a hospital. You're gonna have your sad stories. It's not a happy place. It used to be a happy place because they had a place where they could deliver babies, but they had to, since they didn't have many babies being delivered, they had to shut down the department. So, because not many people needed babies delivered, so it cost more money for them running the department than it was to just to keep it open. Or I think I worded that. I think I said that backwards. Of course. Yeah. No, I keep my word on that. I know that because people, listen, we all got lives. I know life's complicated, and I know I'm a complicated person when it comes to my stream schedules, so I'm willing to work with you. And if you want, I don't know if you have an email. I could offer you just a private reading if you want it that way. But I don't mind live readings. Live readings are fun. Let me get these cards for the star card here. Let's get this. Okay. Sometimes when cards flip out but kind of like get flipped back into the deck, I'm like, did that really mean to come out? I can see why it didn't really want to come out, because there's like plenty of... We're clarifying the star card. I wouldn't mind that. Bandita, I would not mind that. Whatever works. What'd that say? This is like saying, how do you Google something, and you tell the person you Google it. I love tarot. I love tarot. Oh, okay, okay. She broke the seal. It's okay. We could get into this. Crackhead energy. It's alright, it's alright. We got the frequencies to balance this out. So, I don't want to scare anyone, but you're gonna die in 3 days. I'm kidding. In Minecraft. Yeah, you're gonna lose all your XP. I'm sorry. And your dog's gonna be fine. Don't worry. Excuse me for being a brain rot goon. We have the devil card out here. We have the devil reversed, the star reversed, a cat with some zoomies, apparently. You've been fighting with yourself for not a long time, but like, you've been wanting to break free from this like very cliche feeling, and this cliche battle that I feel like everyone's kind of been battling inside their own hearts. Like, the only way to explain it is, oh, everyone is just either doing all the correct things and being a goody two-shoes, or people are just not giving a fuck and being assholes, and there's no in-between, and anyone who wants to find the in-between is just like getting screwed over and stuff like that. And wanting to kind of like find, I think that's the thing that's been like, a lot of people have been like fighting with the one side or the other. Either I'm a goody two-shoes and I fucking hate it, or I'm an asshole and I fucking hate it. And you don't want either of them. You want to choose yourself at the end of the day. And at this point, what else is there to choose but yourself? Also, just because I didn't do this and I'm a forgetful person, I don't know who you are, but welcome in. I'm gonna follow you. Thank you for contributing to my stream. I hope y'all are enjoying the vibes. Also, I hope you are enjoying the drinks. I read earlier that you were drinking. Last card for the store. The store card. I love this card. Okay. First of all, I want to just bring notice to the bird, the crow, because it's the crow tarot. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry, Bandita. I don't know what that is. I gotta ask somebody. I'm a small bean and I'm also a stoner. I don't drink like that. These three wands, this is the Three of Wands card. I love how the Three of Wands in this deck is depicted as almost like a bridge, because the Three of Wands always talks about how, okay, if you want to quote unquote manifest things, you gotta provide some form of action, and not necessarily, oh, going after those opportunities that get you the thing that you want to manifest. No, just like going out there and doing things for yourself, and then, oh hey, now you're in this really like clear, good state of mind to do this thing that you really wanted to do, and you are doing it 10 times better than you've ever done it before, because you've been constantly choosing things to like keep yourself in balance, keep yourself in check, and just choose yourself constantly. And it's like finding more fulfillment in life gives you more energy to just put more action towards the things that you truly want to manifest. And the things that you want to manifest could be like as simple as a good time with your friends, like straight up as simple as that. You know what? I fucking knew it. I swear I've seen that word before. No worries. Enjoy your stream. Thank you for being here. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again. And Monday, we're doing free readings. Monday, free readings, Monday. Monday, U.S. Central Time. I don't know what time zone y'all in, but I hope y'all can make it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you contributing to the stream greatly. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you guys. The Three of Wands, I guess a better way to explain it, that I feel like is the best way to explain it, is one of the most famous decks of tarot decks is the Rider-Waite Tarot. And in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it shows a person looking out at all these ships and seeing how these opportunities can come in for them. If they... Love you too.
I took another shot. This one was 40%.
Holy shit. Okay, I love you. All of these ships are out in the water, and this person's standing out there, and it's depicting opportunity that is out on the horizon. And this said opportunity can come in for you, but they need a dock. These ships need a dock to set up their ship and to be able to get off their ship and start actually bartering and trading or setting up shop, whatever they want to do. And I feel like the action of going out and getting the supplies to build that dock is the action of like actively bringing in that manifestation. You may not realize going down and chopping down a tree is going to bring you money or bring in maybe like opportunity or certain kinds of like traffic to your dock that you want to bring. I don't know, I'm just trying to go with the metaphor to really explain it. You never imagine that like you're doing one thing to help another, but it can be as simple as, like, for me, I love dancing. Dancing is one of my passions. I freestyle dance because that's just how much I love dancing. I just dance to whatever and however I want, and I try to learn new things and better my craft. And if I want to be like a professional dancer up on stage with freaking Rihanna and whoever and dancing up there, there is a certain standard that needs to be like held when you're at that level. And if I want to be at that level, I gotta start like really making like a certain routine. And it's almost like recognizing what needs to be done to get that thing that you want, but it doesn't have to be like perfect. It doesn't have to be crazy elaborate. It doesn't have to be, you know, for me growing up, I would have loved to like be performing on a stage right now. At this age, I would love to just like dance and perform on a stage and like competitions and stuff, but I'm just not in those circles, and I kind of am glad because I feel I am very just happier with being able to dance however, whenever I want to dance, and it's not like a strict thing of, oh, I got to learn this specific dance and this is the only thing I can do. I can't do any other dance that I want to do or choreograph parts of it myself. It's like I get to do what I want to do and set my own stage and even create my own stage here on my streams. And that's the thing I love about dancing. So it's like sometimes I'll kind of explain a lot of like things about me to give the example a bit easier and explain it a bit better. It's easier to use examples that I know because it's just faster. I could explain it like 7 million different ways that you've probably heard before, but I don't like saying things in a cliche way. We ain't here for none of that cliche bullshit. And I think that's where this whole like breakthrough happens for you, Libra. You are like, I don't want to be an asshole and I don't want to be this goody two-shoes, because honestly, everyone's a bit of both. No one's all good, no one's all bad, and honestly, if you are all of one side, then honestly, I feel like you're fucking boring no matter what side you're on. But I feel like everyone's got a little bit of good and bad in them, and I feel like you're trying to find that avenue of like almost not community outside of yourself, but community within yourself of like maybe the community outside yourself is finding the community within yourself. There's a lot of different like heavy feelings I'm feeling. There's so many different ways I can word this. Because now I'm just getting on to this energy of wanting to feel free. You want to feel free, and I think it's feeling free, and who cares if we can't all be good and we can't all be bad, like these weird assholes want everyone to be bad or whatever. Or I'm bad, ooh, I'm cool, I'm bad, whatever the fuck. I mean, it's more in like in an obnoxious, like, aggressive way where I'm trying to reword because now I'm getting you want fulfillment in your life, and given that having that desire feels almost like a curse, or it has felt like a curse growing up, because it's like wanting to feel freedom in life isn't wrong, but it almost feels like a curse to people like us, where it feels like we live in a cliche of all the good shit constantly gets stepped on or screwed over, or bad shit always happens to good people, yada yada yada. And you know what? I'm fucking tired of it, because I'm gonna be the one to make some good shit happen for some good people. And if that's only starting with me, you saying that to yourself, that's only starting with me, then that's the best start in the world. That's kind of this whole like breakthrough in this healing that's being had. And I think this is where it's like, holy shit, I've been healing this whole time. These active steps that you've been taking and breakthroughs you've been having have been leading you on a track of enlightenment that you didn't even realize you wanted to be on. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles and also the Hangman reversed. And then the Seven of Cups coming out here. This is clarifying the Chariot. Or not the Chariot, the Hierophant. Clarifying the Hierophant is the Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. I sometimes see reversed energies as like, been there, done that. It's almost something you do like unconsciously, like almost like breathing. You don't even notice that you're doing it. But then it's like that moment that you take flight again. There's a moment that after you have this breakthrough that it feels different. And when it feels different, you understand that this whole time that you've been choosing yourself has been the healing. You didn't need to cry. You didn't need to talk it out with anyone. Maybe you needed to just express some things and get it out of your system. Or just have someone say some just like, hey, I just need you to tell me things are going to be cool because I just need someone to say it kind of a thing. Like, you didn't need none of the cliche bullshit that everyone says you need with healing. And you healed part of yourself. Even if it was just a little bit in this moment. This is a very, very tiny step in this giant cycle of healing that we all are going through in our lives. Because in my opinion, there's always things to heal from because life is always going to throw some bullshit at us. And what we choose to do with it, I think, is the beautiful freedom you're finding. I keep hearing the words "In the Summertime," which was the song that was playing in the background. I don't know who it was by, but it was the song was something in the chorus is like "in the summertime," and the way they say summertime in the chorus sounds almost like your cheesy, like almost aesthetic, like summer sunny day at like a beach that's like all happy-go-lucky kind of thing, like, but it almost feels serene because it feels freeing. And there is serenity in freedom. There's serenity in choosing yourself and choosing how to not necessarily just follow your heart, but follow maybe some enlightenment down there, some new achievements, new goals, new growth. Is that a plant? It looks like a plant. Can't tell what that is. I can't see. I am confusion. It is fine. The Crow Tarot, in my opinion, the way the art style is, looks like how dreams, like vivid dreams, look like. Like, look at that. Like, you can't tell me that like the background doesn't remind you of how like weird dreams kind of look when they get weirdly vivid and shit. You're understanding how to break free from all of it. Break free from all of that random bullshit. And I want to say, you gotta be proud of you. At the end of the day, whether you tell yourself, you don't gotta tell anyone else that you're proud of yourself. As long as you tell yourself and you believe it and give yourself that little bit of like, we did that shit kind of a thing. That's the completeness in these healing steps is making sure that you are actively like giving yourself credit, giving yourself that encouragement, and that, I want to say, what's the word? Giving yourself that confidence. I was going to say courageousness, because that word was coming to mind, but it wasn't making sense in the sentence I was trying to structure, because the words sometimes come fast, and it's a lot of like feelings and like visuals. So sometimes when I'm sitting here like not speaking and I'm like and I'm like thinking and I'm like closing my eyes, I'm trying to find the words to visuals I'm seeing, or try to find the words that I'm getting sometimes. And last reading that I did, I think that was for, I think it was for somebody specific. It wasn't for a sign. I thought it was for a sign. There was a lot of music that came up, so I don't know what song it was. It would take me forever to find it. But songs you would listen to in the summertime that make you feel like, oh, I feel free. I don't know why this song's just making me feel this good, but I feel so free right now. Because that's the true enlightenment in all of this. Choosing that part of yourself to be free is the healing process, is this step in the healing process in all of this. And I think that's the biggest thing you're realizing. And keep taking those small steps, and don't ever give up on yourself. I don't want any of you to give up on yourself, okay? I was gonna say some dumb shit of like, if you die, I'm gonna kill you. I tell my boyfriend, I'm like, if you die, no, you ain't dying. Dragging your soul back into this reality, back into your body. You ain't leaving me. It's silly, but I want you to know that whether you have people who support you like that, you definitely have the universe supporting you like that, in the sense of whatever spirits, energies, entities, deities you choose to believe in, that's the energy that is surrounding you. It's very supportive. It's very like, listen, we got your back no matter what the fuck happens, and you don't need to worry about nothing. So Libra, and the collective Libra signs and placements, that is all I have for you. The Libra herself has ended the reading with her yelps. She is playing Far Cry, and she is a very timid person when it comes to these games, so it terrifies her. And with that, we end the Libra reading with the Libra screaming. I find that so funny, and if you want to be jump scared again, you can watch this on YouTube. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. Hi, ma'am. Yeah, I know. Do you have anything else you would like to say, the Libras? Would you like to say anything? No? Come on. I know. Okay, you got. Where were you? Why are you dusty? She's dusty. God damn. Why are you dusty? Where were you? I'm gonna find that out later. Thank you for watching. We're gonna stay live here on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube in the future times, thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one. But stay tuned, you beautiful beings on Twitch.